with Herman and Sharron.
Thank you, Brooke. Appreciate that.
Hello, everybody.
This is going to be a good day, honey.
I know, it already is.
I want to ask you a question.
Oh, no.
Do you remember when we first met at Trinity College?
I never know what's coming. Yes, I still have memory enough in the brain that I remember that.
We're going to talk about dating today and what
Yeah.
you should do on a date and should you have chaperones. But we were both at a Christian, one of the best Christian colleges, Trinity College, still going.
And they believed in chaperones.
And they honored both of us a long time ago
Right.
with doctorates.
Mm-hmm. We're both doctors now.
Yes, Dr. Sharron.
That's right.
And I walked up to you in the lobby at the college because I spotted her because I don't know what the deal is in Christian colleges, but
Herman,
I shouldn't say that.
No.
Okay.
We're really praying and working on things that come
Yeah,
out of our mouths.
I'm practicing.
Yes,
Yeah.
because it's very important what you say.
But
our guest is dying laughing over
The
there. but
program
anyway.
won't be nearly as good
Yes, it will.
if I'm restricted.
And my stress level will go down immensely.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Because I'm.
So,
Anyway.
So
Last time I tried to get them to change it, but he wouldn't do it.
So I walked up to you in the lobby. You were sitting down, and I walked up to her, and you were just stunning. And I walked up
In
to
your
you,
eyes.
and I walked up to you, and I said, "Hi," and she goes, "Look, hi." I said, "Do you know my name?" And she looked at me. She goes, "Bubbles?" I said, "No, it's Bailey." She said, and then I found out later that she knew my name as well as I know it. But she said I wasn't about
Yeah.
to let you know that you give
That
a
was
flip
back
for
when.
me.
That's back when the guys had to chase the girls. It wasn't the other way around like it is pretty much today.
Yeah.
The girls are kind of aggressive, but back then, you waited for the guy to come after you, which I think is a good idea because then you know he really wanted you.
And how you ever put up with me? Sorry, honey. If we were
Stepping on me now.
if we were dancing, I'd be in trouble. You know, you're stepping
Anyway.
on my toes.
You know what, though, back then in that college, you know, you think back, but it's such a different time of life and way of life. We only had one dinner date a month that they would even let you go off the college, and then it was only for like 2 hours, and you had to be back.
We had a 6-inch rule.
Yeah, that's right. You couldn't
Right.
be any closer if you were walking together. I mean, they really
And I got in big trouble because I live in
they
trouble.
were really strict.
I live in trouble. I get kicked out of so many schools that my dad said, if you get kicked out of one more, he actually said this, I'm sending you to
Liverpool, England.
Liverpool, England. I don't know
Like
why,
that was going to help us.
I don't know why he chose Liverpool, England, but
Anyway, who's our guest today? Because we want to give him time to tell about his new book.
This guy is so handsome, and wait till you see his wife.
And we love his name.
Adonis.
Yeah. I know.
I said he should be a rapper or whatever.
I wish his wife was here with us today.
Yeah, right.
Come on in,
Oh yeah.
Adonis.
Look at the picture on it. Look at the picture.
Yeah,
on the screen.
there she is.
There's
She's beautiful.
Adonis and Heather, right?
Yes.
Good to
yes.
have you. My
Oh, it's good to be
goodness.
here. Thank y'all
you
so
for,
Nice
much.
to have you.
Thank you
Yeah.
for coming.
Have a seat.
Yes, it's gonna be a good show.
Yeah, we got the breakfast coming in just a moment.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, although we're seen at all times during the day, so
There you go.
so you know. But breakfast. You ever notice you can eat breakfast anytime?
Anytime.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right.
That's the
That's
one
why
meal
Cracker
you
Barrel
can-
is good,
So
isn't it?
There you go.
Thank you for coming.
Yes, yes.
Do you enjoy life? Do you enjoy?
I do. Life is good. Life is as good as you make it. So I definitely enjoy it and enjoy my family.
Yeah.
I've been married, celebrating 10 years.
Wonderful.
10
Hey,
years.
can we see
God
that picture
bless
again, Dave? That picture of he and his wife. Now keep that picture on for a while, because the first time they
there it
they
is, yeah.
met, you were you a youth guy or you were the pastor?
I was an associate pastor.
Associate pastor.
Yes.
Okay. And so he was thinking, wow. I mean, you know, when you see that.
Oh, yeah.
Long blonde hair and everything, and this guy here. And so he's thinking, I wonder how I can get to know her or whatever. And you had a golf clinic.
Yes.
Right, in the church.
A life group, yes.
Yeah.
Because I was, guys, we don't like rejection.
Yeah.
And so I'm really reserved and quiet and shy. That's my personality.
Really?
Yes. And
So you are introvert?
I'm introverted. Yes, highly introverted. A lot of people get confused. They'll see me on TV or just speaking and stuff like that. But I just prefer small groups.
Yeah.
Very introverted.
Sharon, what am I?
Introvert.
Yeah. See. Boom.
I mean, I'm under the table introvert.
Yes. That's me.
Yeah.
Like sitting on an airplane next to somebody. It's like, Lord, let me just put my earbuds on. And they won't talk.
Yeah.
I'm like
I
that.
know. And every once in a while, I'll be sitting someplace, and the guy will sit next to me. That's the first thing that goes through my mind.
Yeah.
I'm going, he's going to talk.
He's gonna talk.
Because you can tell right off the bat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you.
I saw her.
You saw her.
And so I found out she was living with a family at the church, and this guy was my golfing buddy. So I'd see her over there, but I was just so nervous, just didn't want to talk to her. But I found out she liked golf. And so I tell people all the time, when I found that out, God is so good, he spoke to me.
Yeah.
He said, I need you to start a life group on golfing.
Yeah, he didn't say four.
Yeah, exactly. And so with that, I went up to her one day and I said, hey, Heather, I said, I heard you like to play golf. I said, I've started a golfing life group. I said, if you just give me your number and your email, I'll be able to contact you.
Smooth,
So
man.
I was smooth.
That sounds like an Adonis.
Yes. And it was, with me, just I had to eliminate any threat of being rejected.
Oh, yeah.
And so
Introverts always get rejected.
And
Yeah.
so, the golfing life group started, so I would email her or text her, and she'd always turn me down. So I'm like, okay, maybe she's on to me.
Yeah.
So I started feeling a little bit bad about it, like maybe she's on to me. She's figured out this guy is, he's an associate pastor. He's texting me this much and asking me to go to a golfing life group.
And
That was a dead giveaway.
And you didn't want to bother your guys that you were missing.
Exactly, yeah.
And let them know that you.
Nobody knew I liked this girl.
Sure,
because it was awkward enough.
You were cool.
Yes.
And then I got to tell you, because it's in the book, but so you get your own book, because it's detailed. But he sees all of a sudden he's got when the golf clinic's and he's got all the guys there and whatever, and they're waiting, and he looks kind of like I did when I saw you across the dining room on Sunday, and he looks, and here's this blonde coming with coordinated outfit, bag that matched, and it was like, wow.
Oh, I froze. I didn't know what to do.
But what she didn't like is practicing off of the those turfs, with the little rubber thing to put your ball up. She didn't like that. That wasn't her thing because she messed up every time she swung.
You can tell he read your
read
book.
the book.
He's telling your story.
So she moves over to the grass, and what happened?
Yeah, and so with that, I had this freak out moment, and so I'm like, man, she's not going to hang out with the group here, and so I got real pastoral. And she goes, well, I'm going to go over here and hit off the grass. And I said, no, sister. I said, this is a golf life group. We have to stay together. Yeah. And so she goes, no, I'm not going to hit off that. I'm going to go hit off the grass.
She's independent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so she started walking towards the grass. And so I looked at the guys I was with, and I just, out of panic, I said, grab your clubs, guys. We're moving down here.
We're moving.
To the grass. And I've been following her every day since.
Kids?
Two kids, 8 and 6.
Wow.
Grayson and Carrington. And so we were just.
Is there some day that I could have both of you on?
Yes.
Listen,
yes.
you skipped something. I want to hear when it happened that all of a sudden she started responding to you. How did that happen?
Okay, with that, so we had the first time she came to the golf clinic, we were just talking about that. And so she hung out with us, and then I thought, okay, in a panic, we're getting ready to leave. And so I said, hey, I noticed that, there's a few things that, you can work on with your golf swing.
Oh, you're good.
And I said, I'd be willing to come out here with you on another day, just me and you.
Yeah, I can just see the old behind you with the swing. Yeah.
And we can work on the golf swing.
She fell for that.
And so she thought about it, and so she told me later, she goes, I thought that was kind of odd.
Yeah.
And so she went home and thought about it, and so she texted me the next day. Yeah, she goes, next time we have an open weekend, we'll go together. So we went out there, and we hung out for about 2 or 3 hours, hitting golf balls. And so then I asked her from there, as we got in our separate cars, she was driving back home, I called her and said, hey, it was kind of hot out here. Do you want to go to the store and we can get a drink or something like that, kind of cool off? And so we went down, I think, to Sonic and got a slushie.
Ooh.
And so we sit there and talk for a while. And so after that, I think she started to know, because then I kind of felt like, okay, it's safe.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
There's no rejection. I've kind of broke through the ice here. And so I started texting her a little bit more and things like that. So I think that's what she got on to.
You know what I love about you? you don't know you're black.
Yeah.
I meet African Americans.
Yeah.
It's like right off the bat, there's a chip
Oh,
on
wow.
the shoulder.
Yeah.
It's almost, you know, that battery thing that said, you know, okay, knock it off.
Yeah. Yeah.
How were you raised? Because that has to come from formative years.
Well, I think it's just, you know, coming up, you know, I found the Lord when I was 17, 18 years of age. Just, you know, my parents just even raised me before that just to treat people the same. My great grandparents, they didn't see color. It was just treat everybody the same.
I'm telling you.
And so with that,
See,
I think
all you
that
are is the color I want to be.
You know
But I have
what?
to stay in the sun.
and you got to pay for it.
You know, this is sunshine. No, this is not tanning bed.
It's so important, though, that we don't. There is no color. I mean, we're all
Exactly.
the same.
Yeah.
We're,
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
God's children, and
Yes.
we shouldn't even. I don't even like to talk about it. to
Yeah.
tell you the truth.
Yeah, I mean, they're making even a racial issue out of black or white men.
Yeah.
You know, white men mentality.
Yeah.
White Christian men mentality.
And I think those are just devices that keep us divided all the
Exactly
time. You know,
right.
those are just issues that keep us from living in unity as Christ
Did
called us
people
to live
judge
in.
you for dating a white girl,
No, you know, when we
or her the
when
same
we
way?
first started dating, it's like, you know, we didn't experience that, you know. And so
That's great.
every now and then, you know, it's like when we had our kids, I remember
Boy, they got to be dynamite looking because
there's
they've got
something. There's
just the right
something.
tan forever.
yeah, there's something. And so I remember when we had our first child. And so I happened to be, I was home with him one day, and I think I went to the store.
Yeah.
And so it was just me and him. And so, you know, when they're born now, it's like, you know, my kids change colors through the seasons.
Yeah.
So they're lighter in the winter.
Yeah.
And then they're tanner in the
I
summertime.
bet you they're knockouts.
Yeah. And so my son, I guess he was maybe a year, you know, maybe a year and a half, he's a little toddler. So we went to Walmart. So I'm carrying him around. And so I overheard a group of girls that looked at me, and I overheard them, and they snickered and said, well, he knows that is not his child. And so there was like a holy anger rose up on the
goodness.
inside of me.
Whoa.
But you know what? I looked at my son, and he didn't know what was going on, but I just said, you know, Daddy's sure glad he's not married to that person.
Yeah, good for you.
You know?
Yeah.
And so with that, it's
Because
like,
that's what you call prejudice.
yes, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And so
And you know
with
what?
that-
They would deny it.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
They would
absolutely,
deny it.
Absolutely.
It's like, excuse
absolutely.
me?
Yeah.
So why did you write this book?
Well, you know, we wrote it as we went through our dating experience. You know, I was an associate pastor at a church. She was a member of the church.
Where did you go to school?
I went to school at Texas Bible Institute, right outside of Houston, Texas.
Wow.
Okay.
And so I was there, and we had a bunch of past failures in our relationship failures in our past. So we came together. We're like, hey, if we go on this dating journey, we need some help.
Now tell what those relationships, what happened?
In our past
Yes.
failures,
Yeah.
just bad mistakes, doing things outside of God's word, bringing in, whether it was sexual with somebody of the opposite sex,
Yeah.
and before marriage,
Yeah.
and just choosing the wrong people.
Yeah.
You know,
So
people
you guys had
both of us was bringing in baggage.
yes,
Yes.
Tons of it.
Yes.
You know? And so when we came together, we were open and honest about all that. And we knew, hey, if God is maybe calling us together
Yeah.
to go on this journey, we didn't just look at each other and say, we're going to get married.
Yeah.
We're just like, this is a journey.
Because we're Christian,
we-
and the only way we
yes.
can ever get together, we got to marry.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? You know, it's like, come on. So, but you know what? What is interesting in the book? Because we only have a half hour.
Yeah.
But what is interesting in the book is you guys stayed with this couple that were your. I mean, they had curfews.
Yes. My wife lived with a couple from the church.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you guys dated.
Yeah.
And you had to be back at a certain time.
Exactly. Yeah.
And if you weren't, it was serious problems.
it was problems, yeah. And we had to submit to that.
Yeah.
You know, we were in our
Well,
30s.
what is funny is you were about a half hour late or something one
Yes,
night.
yes.
And the guy walks out and you knew he was ticked.
Yeah, and he was a
And-
good friend of mine.
Yeah, and he didn't even look at you. He just went to the door and made sure she got out okay. Are you okay? You know?
Exactly.
So you're feeling like, what does he think I
What is-
did?
Exactly. And so, and those are boundaries and curfews. You know, we struggled to get through them, but we were so thankful because on the other end, we saw that all that was good for us.
Okay,
Right.
what do you do? I mean, both of you had a lot of drive
Yeah.
for the opposite sex.
Yeah.
that's like a fuse,
Oh yeah.
not quite lit yet, but
Yeah.
it doesn't take a whole lot to create that spark.
Yeah.
How did you? Your book covers all this.
Oh, yeah.
But you got step by step by step by step by step
Yeah.
of what to do and what not to do.
And we focused a lot on what not to do. Like, you know, we made a decision. We're not going to put ourselves in a dangerous situation to where it gets out of our control.
Right.
We're not going to be, you know, she was never over my apartment
Yeah.
by herself. I was never alone with her. We were never out after dark together because, you know, my wife has this thing about nothing good happens after midnight. You know, nothing good happens in the dark.
true.
There you go.
And so, you know, we just
Something about your hormones change.
Exactly. we didn't kiss. We didn't kiss till after we got engaged, because we knew if we start kissing and get the physical attachment, then if God ever speaks to us and says that we're not for each other, it's going to be that much harder to break away
you're
from that.
absolutely right.
Because of the
He's right on.
because of
Wow.
the emotional.
I read this book and I'm
Emotional
going,
ties.
I mean,
Yeah.
this what you say in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They stopped saying that 10 years ago.
Exactly.
Or more.
And so we found out because we taught a class in the church. It was called Dating God's Way. And so we thought maybe 12 people would show up. The first night we taught that class, 80 singles came through the class.
Are you kidding?
And so we did it for like 2 semesters.
They wanna know.
And they kept telling us, we've been in church all our life and we've never heard people talk about dating like this.
You know how important that is in
It's
churches
very important,
nowadays.
you know. And we just found out, you know, we focus more on couples that come to us and say, hey, we got engaged. Can you walk us through premarital?
Yeah.
Or, hey, we got married. Now we're having some issues. Can you give us some marriage counseling? But we never get them before they have that emotional attachment.
You have a chapter 3, never date alone.
Yes.
Seriously?
Yes. With us, we had chaperones. We submitted to our lead pastors.
Way it
We
used
were in
to
our
be.
30s. We were submitted to them, and they said, hey, we don't want you to date alone. Don't just go out by yourselves, but date with the elders. So we had 8 leadership couples in our church.
But the fact you guys would submit.
Yes.
I mean,
Well-
it's like you.
well, because
you knew if we don't,
Yeah, we're gonna mess it up.
we're going to mess it
We're
up.
gonna mess it up, and it's gonna be ugly. And so we didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we knew, hey, if God has brought us together and showed us each other, let's give this a shot. Let's invite God in. And so I remember scheduling 8 different double dates with these couples. 8 different
You
times.
scheduled it.
Scheduled them. And so, but it allowed us to sit down with other couples and ask them about their dating experience, ask them about their marriage, ask them about their ups and their downs. And so we learned so much from those couples that we still draw from that today. 10 years later, after we've been married, we still reflect on those conversations that we had with those mentors that were speaking into our relationship.
Does your church do that today? I mean, do they take the younger people that's just starting to date to train them like this? Because I think this is one of the best things the church could do.
Yeah,
really.
yeah. Because like I said, when we were there, we kept teaching the class, and so we would encourage them because, you know, once again, we did premarital and marriage
yes.
counseling. But I
Yeah.
thought, whoa, okay, we're missing something if we're
Yes.
not getting them right here. And
Yeah.
so we just started focusing on hey, anybody dating in the church here, we'd love to mentor you. Anybody that's been divorced and you're thinking about dating again, hey, we've got a great resource.
Don't mess
for
it up
you.
again.
Yeah, don't mess it up. We've got a great resource for you.
You say women, roles in relationship and what submitting really means. And he's got women and submission and men and submission.
Yeah.
So there's 2 different classes here?
Well, when we do something, I'll take the men aside and really go deep with them.
Yeah.
You know, because I think sometimes we've been raised that.
Now, what is your definition of submitting? What is that?
Happy wife, happy life. That's my definition right there. But I think
Yeah, that's pretty
it.
simple.
That's
Yeah,
it right
that's it.
there. And so, but I teach the guys, you know what? God is calling you, whoever you marry, to be the priest of that home. It doesn't mean you come in with a fist of iron and you rule and reign that house, but it means that you submit to your wife as well. It goes both ways. It's a partnership. Everybody gives 100. And so in our relationship, there's things that I submit to my wife because she's better at it.
Yeah.
And she knows more about it. And there's things that she submits to me.
You talk about chapter 5, deal breakers. and compromises and red flags.
Yes, those are huge.
What
Those
is
are huge.
that?
My wife has a good analogy. You know, she said.
Now, by the way, she actually writes in this book.
Oh, yeah,
she's
both of us,
co-author.
yes,
So
yes.
so she has a chapters where it's her,
Yeah,
Heather.
yeah.
And I mean, she's explicit.
Oh, she's good. Yeah.
Okay, so what's her analogy?
So with that, she talks about a horse with blinders on. And, you know, she talks about when you set those boundaries and you put them in place, they keep you in line. And so when you see a red flag, and once again, you haven't crossed over that physical line, you haven't, you know, because you'll talk yourself out of it. If God shows you a red flag, you'll sit there and say, well, you know what? I can deal with that
I'm
later.
different.
Yeah.
I can get, because I just feel so good when they're holding me, or I feel so good when we're kissing.
How can that be wrong?
And yeah, so I can deal with that. Once we get married, then, you know, God will supernaturally fix that. And we just tell people all the time.
We just rebuke that
Yes.
feeling.
Whatever's going on in the dating relationship will be magnified if you get married.
Amen. That's the truth.
And so we try to instill that into dating couples. We had one couple that we were mentoring. They read our book, went to our classes, and we love this because they got engaged. And some people would think, okay, this is a heartbreaker, but then they broke off the engagement. And you would think, wow, that's so sad. No, what would have been worse if they'd got married,
That's right.
had children, and divorced. And so there was something that hit in the relationship.
A red flag?
A red flag, huge red flag. And the girl called my wife, and so they talked, and she goes, well, I think I can get through this. And my wife was like, no, you're not going to get through it. But we support. We don't tell people what to do.
Yeah.
And so about a month later, she called my wife up again crying and said, you know what, I had to break it off because I can't get over this.
Yeah.
She knew that red flag
She
would
knew
be
that red
in
flag
the
would
marriage.
be in the marriage. And so we were so proud of her. We were sad that it didn't work out, but we were so excited that she didn't get involved in something that was going to be a nightmare for her
Exactly.
and future children down the road.
You even have what is it you're expecting out of this relationship?
Yes.
And what are you expecting out of marriage?
Yeah.
And when you have people write that down.
Yes, exactly, because sometimes people go into a relationship, they never talk about the future, especially when it's tracking. So they're always, if I tell them what I expect, I may lose them. They may not be able to hold up to the standard. But if you don't put your expectations out there, I think you're doing a disservice to the person that you're dating because they don't know what you want. And then you fool around, you get married, and then it's like, well, I expect you to do this, and I expect you to do that.
You know what? So many times when you're dating, the important things in life you never discuss ahead of time.
Exactly.
You never discuss.
Like finances.
Yes, we talked about money. We talked about where we would live.
And you know what I love too? You talked about animals.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Heather liked animals.
Well, when we were dating, she had a dog.
Yeah.
Now, and I will preface it.
And
I'm not an animal hater.
I know. You're not an animal. But he was thinking to myself, I'm not going to walk around with hairs all over my suit. So we got to deal with this. Because he said the only dog I ever had it had a dog house outside.
Outside. And so
But
we had to talk about that.
her dog is inside.
Exactly. And that was huge.
Yeah.
Because I know couples that are married to this day, they deal with that. So we talked about.
We deal with it.
Yeah,
He
so-
wants a dog, I don't.
Yeah, so Heather had a dog, a Dalmatian
I had a
dog.
dog. It passed away.
Huge Dalmatian.
Yeah.
And so I just know the dog hairs and all that stuff. I'm like, okay.
Yes.
I had to pray through that.
That's right.
You know, was it a deal breaker? No. Was it me just coming to terms that, hey, if I'm entering into a partnership with somebody, then it's going to have to be a compromise. It's the difference between a good compromise and a bad compromise.
do you
But
have
her
a
dog, but she always slept with her dog.
We don't. Yeah, I'll get to that.
But she always slept with her dog, right?
She did.
And so the compromise was the dog doesn't come into our bedroom.
Dog just stops it, and I had that dog trained. That dog would come to our doorway and stop.
That's it.
That was it, right
He
there.
must have resented you,
know?
like big time.
Yeah. He got
But
slop.
we live with it. I remember telling my wife, I said, you know what? You know, because they would buy the dog this big old 50-pound bag of dog food, and I said, you know what? When we had dogs, we would give them the scraps off our table. I said, I told her this. I said, you don't see any brothers in the grocery store with a 50-pound bag of dog food? And she paused for a while, and she goes, well, there's going to be one now. So I
like her.
I saw myself.
Yes.
There I was. After we got married, I'm in Walmart getting a 50-pound bag of dog.
Yeah. Here's a brother.
Yeah.
So what do you? I mean, you're talking to people.
Yeah.
that's pretty minor compared to what they've got to hurdle.
Yeah. But here's the deal. It's, the Word of God says, even Jesus said, it's the little foxes that spoil the vine.
Well, you're right.
So many times we think about these big things, but it's those little things that if you don't get in check and you don't talk about, they will ruin a relationship. They will ruin a marriage. So we started with the little things.
Yeah, like they're going with a guy and he's got a temper.
Exactly.
When we get married, he'll be okay.
He'll calm down because I'll be his wife, and then he'll calm down. Like, no,
What
it'll
are you
be
talking about?
magnified.
Little things? I mean, really little things? Like maybe the way he does things or she does things that you don't like?
If it's anything that we tell people, if it's anything that they're doing that irritates you,
this is all in the book, by the way.
You've got to talk about that, okay? Then you've got to figure out, is this a deal breaker, or is this something that God can use this person to help change me a little bit, because there's, marriage is all about compromising. Okay, so you've got to figure out what's a healthy compromise. And there's certain things, like once again with the dog, I had to get over that and I had to compromise to a degree. And so, but if it's something that's very huge, we talked about once we get married, what do we do with extended family?
Right.
So we went through those scenarios. We went through scenarios like, okay, what if we have to, if an extended family member has to come live with us, what does that look like?
Yes.
We answered those in advance, and so they're all there on paper. So we refer to those when those situations arise.
So how long do you feel that people should date before they even start getting serious then?
I think when you're tracking with the Lord, and we just kind of use our dating experience as an example, we were in our 30s, so we knew we didn't have forever to wait. So we were so intentional, and we tell people the more intentional you are, it kind of puts you, for lack of a better term, that fast track, but you kind of bypass just the little foo-foo stage of dating and the the goosebumps. But the more you get intentional, that you can, like when we did sit down and talk, we just kept asking each other questions.
Very serious questions.
Yes, serious questions.
Because the goosebumps go away.
They go away, yes, yes. And we knew that. And we're like, let's just get on this track of being very intentional, asking each other about the future. Once again, it's like we were talking about, my wife loves to shop. And she's very economical when she shops, so I'm blessed for that.
I am too.
Yes, and so with that, it's like, okay, we said, okay, when we get married, we're not gonna live in my little one-bedroom apartment forever. And so she had to stretch me in that, because I'm a guy, I've been on my own. I'm like, what do you mean? We can stay here and save money forever.
Absolutely. Well, we could put a bundle away.
Exactly. And
buy a house cash.
So she stretched me, and I said, okay, and this was all before we got married. We were just thinking that far in advance. I said, okay, well, we're gonna have to budget. So she had to get used to that word budget.
That's like a bad word. It really is, especially if you like to shop.
Exactly. And so, but we just, we had so much fun having those conversations that helped our future.
Get your copy. I'm telling you, we only covered what, 5% maybe.
Maybe 10.
Yeah, maybe 10.
Maybe.
But let me tell you, this is a wonderful marriage manual, dating manual. I mean, it is really. Youth guys ought to have this. This is the greatest manual you will ever use in your marriage.
That's right.
God bless you. Jesus Christ is your answer. Bye-bye.